Hello and welcome everyone to Cybercast Episode 144. We're actually having it this week, so everything seems to be working with Google Hangouts. My name is Josh, also known as G1 Hexatron. I'm joined by co-host Dakota, also known as Primal Selfish, and also Jaim, also known as VicTORION77. Dakota, where can people find you, man?
You can find me everywhere, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, so on and so forth, at PrimalSabbath, which I guess I'm just going to have to rebrand to Primal Selfish. So.
You should, because you still have that Russian mail order bride site there. Primal Sabbath. Oh, I was actually no. You know what? That might be a prank that I'll save for you later. I was gonna make you a what is it? Like a connections thing on like the
Oh
Craigslist for you.
my God,
I'm a
the
big Shetland
personals.
fan. Yeah, yeah.
Is it the personals?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna make you a personal for Kentucky for when you're in BotCon. I got any emails. Anyways, James, where can people find you, man? And you got some announcements for us.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram now at VictorySaber77, and the Facebook page is the VictorySaber77. We have some other shows, Plastic Fanatics, the Late Night Aftercast, which airs at 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on my YouTube channel. If you want to participate, be on the show, on my Facebook page, there will be the live link. All we ask is that you have some type of mic so we can communicate. You don't have to have a camera per se if you don't want to be on, or if you want, you can join after we're done doing the live show. But we have the collection spotlight, so if you guys want your collection spotlighted, it doesn't have to be necessarily all about Transformers. It can be mass, Star Wars, whatever you collect. Send your picks to Josh at g1hextron@gmail.com. 10 to 20 picks, no collections too small or large. And today we're going to be taking a look at Matthew Queensberry from Yorkshire. And some other news. Cybercast, we will not have a Cybercast or Plastic Fanatics the week of BotCon, so not next week, but the week after. Essentially, was it April 4th, that week?
Yeah.
But the week after or after BotCon, we do have some stuff planned for future Cybercast. We're going to have Derek J. White and Josh Perez on. That should be really cool. Also, we have a retro spotlight in the works, which we're going to do again after BotCon, which will be featuring Mask, so stay tuned for that. Some trailers that are featured on Josh's Facebook page, the G1 Hexatron, is the TMNT number 2 trailer, X-Men 2 trailer, also Voltron teaser, and RID Season 2 Episode 5 and 6 is over there. So go check that out.
Now, the Voltron thing I think dropped yesterday. Have both of you guys seen it?
I have not.
No. The animation looks really cool. So I'm excited for that one. A couple other things. Oh, go ahead.
It's not RID 15 or like anything else.
No, it
Cool.
looks really good.
That's cool.
All right, so a couple of other things real quick here. David Kep, I guess is how you say the name. I'm not sure. It's more than 4 characters. The last name. Will return to write Indy 5. That's the same guy that wrote Crystal Skull. So that's going to hit on theaters July 19, 2019. So you like that? I would have liked them to go a completely different direction and got a different writer and everything, just because Crystal Skull left a bad taste in people's mouth. But you like
Is that because of Shia LaBeouf, or was it because of the storyline in general?
Might be a little bit of both.
Okay.
So. The History Channel has renewed Vikings for a 5th season. Finn Jones confirmed for Marvel Netflix Iron Fist. Linda Carter will appear on Supergirl. They haven't said what role it's going to be, but CBS posted their renewals for another season, but Supergirl wasn't among them. But the CEO, he says he expects it to be renewed. A little question I have for you is, they've already announced everything else that they're going to renew for the next season, and even though the CEO says he expects it to be renewed, but they didn't renew it along with all the others. So is there something, what do you think they're looking at? Are they just not seeing the success that they thought they would? Or does it cost too much to make? Or Did they just expect a lot better ratings, or why do you think the kind of holdback on it is?
I would hope, and right now, like, I mean, there's no telling, but so far DC has sort of dropped the ball in this. But I'm hoping they're trying to tighten up all of their brands. You know what I mean? Like everything, have everything go the same direction a little tighter than what it is.
Yeah.
Which is not something that I have seen. I mean, I've heard about you guys talk about, the Arrow and Flash, you know, kind of crossing over here and there, but there's nothing tied. It's not like the Marvel Cinematic Universe and then like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter and all these movies and various shows that are going in this constant flow. So I'm hoping that's what it is. I'm hoping they're wanting to sit back and try to bring everything in together.
Jim, you watch the show.
Yeah, I do actually.
And so do I. What do you think the holdback is? Are they looking for, are they like maybe using this in a way to be like, hey, we think we should be getting more ratings, so let's, the season is coming to a close. Do you think that they say something like this so that maybe the ratings will boost, so that fans will make the ratings go up, so they'll kind of get a little bit more out of it, where they were going to plan on renewing it from the get-go?
I mean, I don't know. You could look at the cost, but then you look at Flash. Flash has special effects. Granted, Supergirl has a little bit more, maybe, but they could be looking at just ratings in general. I mean, you have Flash and you have Arrow. Those were tied together, like what Dakota was saying. Flash came off of Arrow. I think, and then you have the DC Legends of Tomorrow. I think if CBS doesn't, they are a co-parent company of the CW. Maybe Supergirl goes over there. I mean, we're going to see Monday that there's going to be the crossover, finally. Yep. Supergirl and Flash is from that alternate universe. And right there, it just makes it kind of worthless. Because I think that they should be in the same universe somehow. I don't know. I mean, Supergirl was good. I liked their take on it. I liked the fact that, you got Martian Manhunter in there and you got some other characters. And referring to, like, the movie, in a way, Man of Steel, but I think that they didn't know what they were doing with the show. And now I think they're trying to figure out, what do we do? Do we totally reinvent it, come back, maybe try and manipulate it somehow so it's in the Arrowverse? I don't know.
It's something that we'll probably talk more about on your show.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to touch on it real quick because I know it's one of those ones that we all kind of watch, but we've all, I think, looked at it as this is just kind of like a soap opera because there's so many love stories going on just within Catco,
Yeah.
So, which maybe is what they intended. So I don't know. A couple of other things. Peter, I'm gonna struggle with this name. Serafinowicz or something like that. We'll play the Tick for Amazon streaming. Lucas Till is going to be your new MacGyver on CBS, and Daisy Ridley confirms she's in talks for the Tomb Raider reboot. So that's nice. I was kind of thinking,
no more Joey, huh?
She'd be good, or even Gil Gadot, if that's how you say it.
Oh yeah.
She's kind of got that look,
I think that is that for a reboot of the movie series? Is that what we're talking?
Yes.
Okay. See, I think Tomb Raider Lara Croft would be better off as a TV series or a Netflix. I think you could do a lot of adventures. It's what she's constantly doing. I don't think you need to have this over, theatric, kind of Indiana Jones type of movie. I think that would be a good property to go into the Netflix realm or TV show.
Oh, I'd like to see it. Yeah, like that for Netflix, because you can get a little bit more gritty if you need to, and production is higher than you're going to have with a regular TV show, because they kind of, and it be a long movie like Daredevil,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're looking at 13 hours, basically, worth of
Lara Croft
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it.
And
versus a
they're
2 hour
making
movie.
money on that stuff. Otherwise, they wouldn't keep on doing them, you know. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we're going to get into the screen sharing. We're going to start off with the collection spotlight. We didn't test this prior, so hopefully you guys can see. You can see, yes?
Yes.
All right, so this is Matthew, and he's from Queensbury, Yorkshire. That's the only name he gave me, but this is just one awesome collection. He also had a couple of questions, which we will get into towards the end of the show, but just taking a look at his stuff, he collects quite a bit of everything. I dig this room.
Yeah, dude. Loving the Galactus and the Marvel Universe stuff in that corner.
Yeah.
And you'll see, because like we'll see all four walls. He's not gonna let you see what those walls look like. It's just everything is covered, and I like that. Whether it's
Nice.
a really nice poster or framed picture or something. So
No walls. I like it.
that's
Oh, that's so cool. That's one of those Comic-Con sets I wanted to get a while back.
I like how he kind of collects everything, just like Jaim and I. Dakota, you kind of dabble, but like you
Yeah.
see Lego, Marvel, GI Joe stuff. We've seen Bandai stuff, Ninja Turtles.
Oh, nice. Got some Halo stuff.
That's for you, Dakota.
Yeah, dude, that's cool.
It's got Thundercats and Massive Universe, and you see Star Wars too. That's a neat little set.
Oh, nice. Is that some Gears of War stuff? Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That's cool.
It's a nice gaming shelf.
Now he did apologize, James, because he went over 20. We actually got 23 photos. So.
That's fun.
Yeah,
Works for
I
me.
think
But
that's
it's
okay in this case.
where I think it calls for it.
Yeah.
I don't even think we
Did
can
they
see
do a
everything
packaging
with
style that big for the Sentinel?
Yep.
I did not know that. I thought it was only in the box set.
all those little Marios. Those amiibos. Does your does Little Saber does he play any of this stuff like the amiibo stuff or the
Just
Skylanders or
the
anything?
Infinity
Oh, okay, the
Disney
Infinity.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, dude, look at that.
Oh, nice.
That
Yeah.
is sweet.
Falcon. Box set. Is that the Black Pearl? Or is that the I forgot what Davy Jones is.
Not a Death Star? Some awesome
They made a Lego
stuff.
Death Star?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a $400 ticket. 4 to
I
5.
believe it. That's freaking killer.
It's got some Hobbit stuff here, Lord of the Rings, a ton of little minifigures up there. Holy crap.
Shire's pretty nice. Old school droids.
Oh, dude, check it out, man. Got some rare ones in here. And he actually has the lightsaber for the Luke, too. Oh, there's another little rare one from Droids too. All the little troopers. There's a Ahsoka. I didn't know they came out with a Jabba's palace.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's freaking cool.
to end it, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like, even this wall over here with the doors, nope, you are not going to see what that looks like. We are posting that up. So,
Nice.
all cool.
Yeah,
Awesome
dude.
collection. And we got one next week as well, and it's awesome too. So, we got a couple of really awesome ones coming up. All right, diving into the Transformers, we're going to start off with RID and Hasbro. Some of this stuff might interest you. I've been actually watching season 1 on Netflix. Have you guys been watching it? I'm about halfway through.
Season 1, I've already watched all that.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
You know what? It's not that bad, to be honest. You can definitely tell it's for kids, but you can still enjoy it as an adult. What do you say, James?
Yeah, especially if you want a continuation of Prime in a way.
I mean, like how closely does it continue? Like I don't know. All the good story that Prime set up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, but they do reference, like, Bumblebee will say, well, look at this, I've taken on Megatron, I've taken on, all these guys, and I can't even lead these guys. I've done all this. So, I mean, it referenced back and such, but
Yeah.
it just gets a bad rap for the fact that is it on the coattails of Rescue Bots, also to the fact of the simplistic transformations and the look of it. I mean, so, and yes, the storylines can be they are dumbed down, but no
Yeah.
offense, original G1 was kind of dumbed down.
Yeah.
To sell the toys.
All right, and now we got some of the, I guess, Combiner Wars / what is it, Titan Return stuff.
Do you think Takara's gonna tackle Victorion?
Why?
I'm just curious.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
I got a lot more pictures of her that we'll take a look at.
Because that went from like a bluish teal to like puke green pretty quick.
Yeah, pea soup green. Nasty.
Yeah.
And you like the G2 Bridicus?
That is pretty cool. I think that was a given, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at odds as to why they didn't use the space shuttle for blast off.
They'll come out with him later.
They probably will.
That's so ridiculous. It's going to be a super limited Amazon exclusive.
just to piss people off.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, here's the good stuff.
It's a nice little look at Willie there. The packaging for all these guys. And I'm going to end up getting these little things here just because I want terrible. I want horrible. Nightbeat. Wish I could just get all the heads. I don't want their little vehicles.
Freaking God Jinrai not looking too terrible. I still think the Takara one's gonna look much better.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
But yeah. The blaster looks good.
Yeah, the blaster does look pretty nice. Definitely banking on the Dakar.
Yeah. The Blair, like I still can't wait for that Blair. I think Blair's gonna be pretty cool. And I do want the Sentinel Prime.
Sentinel's the one that I'm thinking I might pass on.
See, yeah, like I don't have any use for the Astro Train recolor of it, but I'll definitely get it a Sentinel just to have the mold.
Don't buy it all. So, just the completest and all that.
See, I like the Galvatron too. It's so much better than that little Classics Deluxe that we got, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it all, and I'm gonna make Dakota pay for it.
There you go.
There's the big guy with his weird stance.
Yeah. The only way he'll stand up, he's got to be bent backwards.
He's got to have that
great
sassy
pose,
stance. Yeah. That's the I'm dissatisfied with this McDonald's. May I please speak to a manager stance?
He needs his hand on his hip. Oh man, that would be great.
Dude, I can't.
Road trip. Where's the bathroom?
I can't wait for this, man. That's gonna be my first Titan class. It looks good. I'm glad I kind of held off on Metroplex and Devastator. I just don't know where I'm gonna put this guy.
I need to find me a Metroplex. Here's some more pictures of them. You can see the Astro Train down there too. Really, they had not made the tips of Astro Train's feet black. It looks like he's got pumps on,
Yeah.
But I guess since they formed the nose of the space shuttle, maybe, I don't know.
And just leave it all white though. All right, so let's look at their stuff there. We got some more Hasbro. So it's like 33%, where it's Hasbro card, then third party, and then so it's all split up, and then stuff that's non-Transformers. So looking at this stuff a little bit better in-hand images, you can see the Astro Train. The train mode seems a little bit lazy to me, but I guess they're just going for Cybertronian train mode or something.
Looks like Omega Supreme from Energon.
Yeah. I don't know. See, I can get behind it as Sentinel Prime, just because I think it fits, I guess. I don't know. But as Astro Train, it looks cool.
And then you'll later on get the gray and purple version, probably.
That'll be the Takara version.
Yeah.
Old habits die hard, don't they, Hasbro? And here comes the fandom complaining about hollowness in the backs of the legs.
Got transformed somehow. It's not a masterpiece figure. That's the one thing is people get all caught up on third-party figures that are $100+ and masterpiece figures. That's not what these are, though.
Looks like you could rotate the feet around if you didn't like that look.
Yeah.
The calf, the panel right there on the front looks like it can flip up, and it looks like the foot is on a hinge. You can just rotate the back end around.
Oh, okay, and then do that right there. Is that what you're talking about?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just flip that around. Okay.
If you don't like them to have heels.
Yeah. I might do that.
Isn't that the way Sentinel is? The other way?
I think so.
So they reversed it.
Okay,
Oh,
to
that's
kind
nice.
of break them up a little bit more on the shelf, I guess.
That's cool.
Just have Fort Max use that as a stick, baton, or something instead of a train.
Just beating somebody with it.
Just a bludgeoning weapon. Take out Galvatron with it.
Billy Club.
The Billy Club.
All right.
Oh, look at all the different little heads on it. That's cool.
Your Ravage.
Yeah, okay.
These are passes for me.
It just looks really bad. His
Jaim, what
panther
about
mode.
you?
Oh man, I probably will pass. I just don't know. The cockpit as his tail butt thing. I just weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
God. I can't get over that.
Like he's dropping a deuce.
It just looks.
There it is. Now you're like, okay, I'm definitely passing on those, and then Little Saber comes up and he's like, those are the ones I want, right?
Yeah, I'd be like, your own allowance money.
All right, nice little picture of Galvatron there. You can see that he's a little bit darker purple to where we'll look at the Takara here in a second. You can see that it's that lighter purple, kind of like they did with the G1 anime color Galvatron.
Yeah. See, this looks more IDW purple. So I don't know. Like, I don't really have much of a place for a Galvatron, but I might pick it up. He looks cool.
Yeah, I think he does. There's your boy.
Dudicus.
Why couldn't? I mean, you're coming out with this thing around the same time as the competition. Well, that's Takara, but again, like you wait till the last combiner that you're coming out with before you're like, you know what? Those hands, feet, swapping out. That wasn't really a cool idea. You know what? We can make that better. Let's do it on the last figure.
You think they'll do a G2 version of Defensor?
Oh, that would be nice.
That would be, yeah, dude. That would be icing on the cake. I think I would pick that up.
Definitely.
Just another novelty thing,
Or even if Takara did Guard City, one of the Operation Combination guys. I would like it, but who knows?
You're one that's going to be coming with the G2, I guess.
Which is mistransformed.
Yeah.
Just throw them out there.
Just pulled them apart and threw them on the desk. Here, take picture.
Hasbro and Takara get along real well.
Oh my goodness.
What are they trying to show here? They're like, oh, see, orange, just like the Action Master here. Yeah, but what's all the red here?
We love our job. Just take a picture. Okay, here you go.
And see, he has long legs too, so.
And make sure we can see the ball joint so that everyone knows. Come on. He can hold himself. Cool.
Well, he's got to hold it straight up because if he bend it down, that thing is going to fall over. Yeah, I think that's it, yeah.
So, who are these people? Seem like they get to play with toys, or hopefully, what's a transform? I don't know, but we're going to look at them. Cool.
All right, so Dakota's favorite. He wanted some in-depth pictures and.
The comics made her look so cool, and then the toy is just bad.
Yeah, I like her backstory.
Now, before we get to the robot modes on these, do you know how a lot of girls they take selfies and they do the the duck lips? You know what everybody knows what the duck.
Oh, everybody knows duck face.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there was some sayings that are pretty common now that I had to Google up this week. But with the duck lips, it looks like a few of them have the duck lips going on.
Come on, Hasbro. That's
not as bad as DEFCON, though, right?
I'm trying to remember DEFCON.
I don't know. We'll have to look at the pictures. Because DEFCON, I don't think DEFCON has duck face. I think he has blue steel.
Blue steel. Get your helicopters. You just flip-flop the colors.
They just, man, the colors are so wrong.
The sword, though, is cool. I like that.
I do like the sword.
Here we go. Duck lips.
Okay, no, yeah.
Looks like little duck lips and little bitty duck lips right here too. Like sucking in the
Yeah.
cheeks and pushing the lips out because they're very small. I can't even see hers. Duck lips on her too.
So was that just a retooled Nightbird head? The one? That one? Dakara, kind of? And RC on the other one? Seems kind of odd. I don't know.
I don't.
They look different. They don't look
Yeah.
like they're exactly.
I think it's more coincidental than it is
Hmm.
intentional.
Oh god.
Oh.
Even in combined form, duck lips.
So if you had this, where would you display it? Just with your Chug Autobot shelf, or I mean, I don't know.
Me, if it
In the box in the closet.
looked, if the combined mode looked better, like if the colors were what they were supposed to be, then, and I'm sure there's some room to work with to make the combined mode look better. I mean, there always is. Yeah, I mean, I would put it on my Chug shelf just because I mean it's a new character I think for that universe.
Yeah.
Which I mean that's something I dig. Like I hate whenever they do like completely new characters and they flop. They did Windblade and she took off and did awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And that I like to see that. I like to see new characters, but this I don't think is going to have those same results.
Yeah, I'm not buying this.
In terms of like toys. So yeah.
Poorly executed.
Yeah. I think there should have been like a new mold thrown in because with Windblade we got a totally new mold.
True.
All right, they are calling this again. Hasbro got it wrong. They're calling him Rumble.
No, that seems pretty accurate to me.
This is obviously Frenzy.
Yeah, they're going IDW.
Yeah, no, I'm seeing a Rumble. That's what I'm seeing.
And he's got his tank iPod mode.
It makes sense how they named it. I mean, since Hasbro's closer to IDW and that's where they're doing, collaborating all the time. So,
yeah,
I get it.
It's like Hasbro just didn't know, and they were like, "Hey, IDW."
Yeah, we forgot.
IDW
What's
was
his
like,
name?
"Yes."
Okay, this is actually laser beacons right here. The tank mode, I think, as well, right here. And this one is the Rumble iPod. And it turns into a tank. And then back to him. Those are going to be passes for me, too.
Yeah. Like honestly, if you want to get a good classic scaled Rumble and Frenzy, just get the Takara, the United Rumble and Frenzy,
Just get the masterpiece.
or those two.
They're the best. Yeah, I think he's Frenzy as well. So, all right, and this is Stripes. It's going to be the same mold as James' favorite Ravage.
Wait.
So you have kind of a airplane bird thing, and then this, which you can't see it on here. So very nice job hiding that up, but we know
Yep.
it's back there. And these are the official images. Which one is this? Oh, this is the Ravage. So same thing. Again, you can't see it, but we know it's there.
Yeah.
I would even think that it would even be shown a little bit here, but maybe they just kind of photoshopped it out.
Yeah, because the coloring on that thing is really nice.
Gunmetal.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that looks good. I can kind of look over the mold just because of the fact that the colors look so good together in the teal and purple.
Yeah, the teeth are painted. Eye paint. I mean, it looks nice.
The official images of Astrotrain.
Even with this, panel lining, all that.
That's exactly what
you're
you're gonna
getting,
get.
guys. Oh, this guy's a little cockpit back there. Okay. Even though it's a mock-up, they still have like the shades and like where the light's hitting it and stuff like that.
That's where all the freaking toy budget goes to. Trying to make it look good this way. That's where your paint is going, is to making you think that you're getting paint.
You know, there's one prototype out there that's absolutely gorgeous. It's just it.
And it'll be at BotCon. Oh my god, dude, those look like the stuff that you get in the box sets, you know, or the collector's club stuff with all the green apps.
Oh man,
The only picture we have.
Looking forward to it, dude. I cannot wait for this Alphatron.
I'll probably pick it up just because it's going to be what the second Alpha Trion that we're getting. Or did we get an Action Master Alpha Trion?
There was wasn't the
the Takara Ultra Magnus.
well.
Oh,
there
that
was
one too, and then the BotCom one.
was the Chigokin. Wasn't there a Chigokin Magnus that like was an A3 and it was officially licensed?
Oh, Alphatron. Yeah, there was an official license to go.
Yeah.
So I
And
guess there are a couple of them, but as
you
far
have
as like fully
technically
transformable, I think like
Alpha Trizer
BotCon
too.
and
Yeah.
So I'll pick it up for that.
I do like the samurai-esque look.
Yeah. I'm curious to see the other alt modes. Like that's what I really want to take a look at and see what else they're going to repaint it into, because I'm seeing, some animal bits and I'm getting super excited.
Lyle Convoy.
I would be severely disappointed.
Yeah. All right, well, nobody saw this coming, but you Hasbro guys, that you're like, dude, I need like a deluxe size groove. You're gonna get one. Completely from left field. They haven't done this before.
No, definitely not with Slingshot and Wild Rider either. Or not Wild Rider. Was it Wild Rider? Yeah.
Yep.
Or Blast Off.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you know that that groove and Blast Off are going to be this is just going to be Slingshot and Wild Rider all over again.
So is this a Hasbro Asia thing though?
Yep.
Or full blown Hasbro US?
Right now, I think it's the Hasbro Asia.
It just looks straight up Hasbro. I don't see nothing.
It's Hasbro Asia. You see all the multilingual stuff.
They have that on the regular Hasbro stuff.
No kidding. Like all 4 different languages?
Yeah.
Really? Well,
They don't have that sticker though, that Asian sticker though.
Where's the Asia sticker?
Right there and behind, right below the 15 steps. That white.
Oh, okay. Good eye, Jaim. Good eye.
Yeah, I know.
I like how he comes out of the pack or in the package with the legs spread and first pose. There.
Next pose. That's all he can do.
Like,
A stance.
It does kind of bend. All right.
Right on the package with stress marks.
Oh, dude.
That'd be great. I knew we shouldn't have packaged them that way. Huh.
It's cool that Hasbro's bringing them over. I think Takara kind of beat them to the punch, but, that's me, I guess.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, if if they didn't, I think Hasbro I don't know what the hell they're thinking about, to be honest with you. I still don't understand why they're doing this constantly to us.
It's like get it right the first time with the hands and feet, with just giving you the ones, the figures that you want, the characters at least.
Yeah. I mean, I get like repaints equal money, but oh my goodness, enough is enough.
A completely new mold, though. Oh, you didn't like the Little Legends class? Oh. Well, there's a deluxe.
We thought that you guys were gonna love it, man. All right, and Thunderhoof.
Thunderhoof.
The Dakota versions of these RID figures, I'm digging a lot because they look really good with a lot of nice paint on them.
Yeah.
I also like watching it and hearing like how he's like an Italian mobster. Or something.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you talking about like the nice paint apps and stuff. It reminds me of back, the animated figures. Like the Hasbro stuff, it didn't look bad. It looked cartoon
trim
accurate
around it and stuff, metallic.
But the Takara stuff, man.
Yeah, it was like the
Always
first edition
so nice.
Prime stuff of Takara. That was looking really nice.
Yeah.
It really makes it look, because looking at it this way, if you look at the ones that are like Hasbro's in store for this RID stuff, I can definitely see how an adult collector can walk in there and be like, those are definitely for kids. But then you look at the Takara ones like we're looking at right here, and you can look at them and be like, you know what, that's an actually pretty cool looking figure, and it has some really beautiful paint. So
Yeah.
if I'm an adult collector, like the ones I would pick up would be the Takara version.
Yeah, but I wouldn't spend the money once you get it in hand and be like, oh, transformation, nothing. You're just paying for the paint at a high price.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is worth it.
Guess it depends on how much you like the show.
Yeah, true.
Is this the Hasbro one right here?
No, that's the One Step,
Oh,
I believe. I haven't found him yet, as far as the Hasbro version. Comb head, but maybe someday.
Brush your hair.
Yep. Brush my daughter's hair with Thunderhoof.
You go into the collection room and you see just a bunch of hair. You're like, what the hell?
So what's Thunderhoof doing in your hair? Nothing.
All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, and the renders for Takara as well.
I think as far as like the regular, the normal headmasters go, I think Hasbro's going to scratch that itch pretty well. But we'll see. Because Takara, man, just the freaking the sheen, like the shininess of the plastic, the paint, all that. Way too cool.
Yeah, I like these. I might just go this route. Because I really like the designs of all these figures, too. And there you can see the lighter purple. Which one do you prefer, James? The darker purple or the lighter?
I like the lighter. Show accurate, not toy accurate.
Yeah.
I like the darker just because it reminds me more of, I think the earlier IDW Galvatron.
Mm.
But I like that this one has obviously more paint apps and it looks more, I guess, like Galvatron, if that makes any sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah. I think the purples and the grays are spread out a little bit better on the Takara one than on the Hasbro, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
And it's a character I really like, so I don't mind, with this and, Jinrai going to Takara.
Oh, man, I can't wait for this to get here.
In hand, Deadlock. He's got some nice paint apps and stuff on him.
Yeah.
Like, even in the face, look at that. Like, red eyes and then black going around it and then the purple. So.
This one, man, I definitely can't wait for. I'm glad I pre-ordered it. Now I'm just waiting for FunPub to get their stock in. Oh, look at that. They painted the characters on the sword. That's so cool.
Is he coming with a comic book?
I believe so, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, they tweeted out or something the artwork. But I like how he's coming with, the rifle, the guns, and the swords. Reminds me kind of the Shattered Glass Drift, except he's actually, or not Drift. Yeah, Shattered Glass Drift, but he's coming with the rifle too. So I think that's really cool. Man, I can't wait for this.
Yeah, that's just not really cool. Okay,
That is
he's gonna cut it.
disgusting.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was gonna cut.
okay.
He was gonna cut him. So okay, I get it.
Yeah,
That's all right.
I approve.
Oh, there it is. Cool.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, very well done.
All right, and Takara talking about doing some reissues.
They are doing they're reissuing it?
Yeah.
Does this have
Oh,
more
your
paint?
masterpiece line right there. There you go.
Yep. You're getting all three of these Takaras. And they're not factory rejects either, Dakota.
I'm trying to I see what you did there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what all's different with the Rhinox looks like it has some different paint, which kind of pisses me off because, I bought
you gotta
two.
buy it.
Yeah, and like I don't know. I think the first go around with Rhinox is pretty cool. Granted, I don't have it anywhere close to look at right now. I could be totally wrong, and it could just be a straight up, reissue.
Now, what about Waspinator?
Waspinator's definitely different, but I don't think it's different enough for me to really warrant getting.
You're not just a hardcore Beast Wars fan then.
Evidently not, but okay, so it looks like the bottom mandibles are yellow, which is kind of show inaccurate. Aren't they? Oh man, I have to go. I have to go look at my Takara Generations Waspinator.
All right.
But it's yellow instead of gold, and Rat Trap looks like they just gave him the black eyes instead of the red eyes. Like nothing different going on there.
Oh, for the rat, or
Yeah,
the robot
for
head?
the rat. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, the Legends one that came out had red eyes, which was toy accurate. So
Well, you have to get all these then again.
So
I
what is
think
this?
they're-
What do you think this means? That they're reissuing these guys with the, obviously it's for the anniversary of Beast Wars, but with Primal coming out in the Masterpiece line, now you get these guys. Is this their way of satisfying, giving
Yep.
you some of these season one characters?
Good job, Takara.
I think
this is
I
your
think it's-
masterpiece line.
you
right
have
here,
to
Dakota.
remember Takara, like as a company, completely sold out of their Rat Trap. Like they sold every unit they produced. So there were no reserves left of the Rat Traps. As far as Rhinox and Waspinator, if I'm not mistaken, there's been a market demand for those in the last year or so. But it's not they don't look like the ones that were released. So I don't know, dude. I don't know. It depends. Like if these are packaged nice, with a big Beast Wars 20th logo on it, I'll pick them up. I
Yeah.
won't open them, but I'll pick them up.
But
But if
there's
they're
been what about Dinobot from the Henkei series? There's a big market for that.
there is a huge market for that.
So why
But
aren't they reissuing that one?
that's a good question. Like I have no idea. I think the wise thing would be for them to make a Voyager Dinobot, because I think there's more of a market for a Voyager Dinobot than there is a Henkei release.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Y'all wake me up when y'all are.
God.
But the Waspinator is a really cool thing because man, people have been looking for Takara Waspinator lately, And I know my buddy Mike has, and he just hasn't been able to find one or find one at a decent cost. So this is gonna be cool for him. And now you have me like walking to see what the differences are.
Oh, okay. Well, we're moving on from that.
That's fine. I'm just doing
All
it to
right.
satisfy myself.
Some scans from Takara. You can see this is obviously Computron here. And a couple more to where you can see some of the stuff that they're going to be doing, and some, I guess, little secrets or whatever. And for Transformer Adventures, you can see this is going to be, I believe, Scorponok or something, and then you're going to have another Optimus Prime. A couple of another one-steps. And for Transformer Adventures as well, this is, I believe, going to be a different strong arm, and then you're going to have a wind blade in there too. And then some Evangelion stuff. All right, and you can see Hardhead a little bit better as far as the Takara version. See all those nice paint apps.
Hot item. Like that.
I like the paint apps in here, and you see, in the like crotch area here, but also on the treads, how they're painted that gray. That's where I think you're just gonna get a little bit more with the Takara than the Hasbro. And since I really do like the molds of them that much, I'm thinking that's it'd be the best decision for me. I want the best representation as possible.
We're seeing a lot of like fully painted stuff. Like I'm wondering if the days of waiting, 6 months after the Hasbro release for the Takara release are like long and over.
Or they got a new computer program to color in images really fast.
Yeah. Either way, like I mean, they're marketing it right now, and normally they don't market it until after the Hasbro version has come out, and so I don't know.
It's nice. It's appreciated.
Some of the other ones from the Transformer Adventure, so you can see new little deployers and stuff to go. And I also noticed that, like, whenever I saw Drift come in and then he deployed like the two little guys, I was like, oh, he's got little babies. And then also the motorcycle, I forgot what his name is, but he's pretty cool too. And then this thing. So he's coming with 3 beast faces, and is he coming with 3 or 4 of the regular faces?
It's like 3.
Yeah. I think it's like 4 altogether, but it's like 3 extra or whatever. Man, this is so good. And what is it, an October release? That's so sad. Like I have to wait even longer for this. And I'm just waiting for pre-orders to go up on HLJ. Oh,
there you go.
I wonder who I can talk into. Just be like, hey, send me that. I just want that. I pay very well and very fast.
With the chip paint and everything?
Mm-hmm. Yep, just to hold me over until, the actual factory one comes out. Or the prototype. I want the prototype. I'd spend real good money on that prototype. I like, so how do you feel about them giving it the actual MP numbering, Josh?
He
is officially 32.
I don't care.
He's so upset, you guys. Don't let him lie.
All right, looking at the real masterpieces.
Oh, you mean that knockoff Fans Toys Quake Wave? Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Mr. Shockwave, Laserwave.
Destron, Laserwave.
Destron, Laserwave. There's no way anyone had that copywritten. Like, they knew they were safe with that.
You get a couple of different stickers here, so you get to decide. I like that too, that you can go the whole
Yeah, dude, you get like a more modern Decepticon logo, and then you get the G1 logo that you can kind of go with. That's cool.
all the little hands and his little baby.
Oh, baby. Just buying it for that. So, what if Primal came with a little Primal? Would you get it?
I bet he would.
I think that would be adorable, and I would hope that Dakota would let me take a picture of it. But I wouldn't buy it. I mean, did you really have to put open on there? I mean, I think most people that can collect this stuff know Lefty Lucy. So.
Well, you never know.
Or just anyone getting in there. Oh, not going that way. Oh, it does that other way. Okay.
Well, if I feel resistance, I should just keep turning. If I hear a snap, that means it broke loose, and I'm good.
There you go.
Let's see if we can get past the instructions. And what is that, hose? Yeah. Oh, so it's not going to be rubber. I like that. That way it won't crack over time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm hoping it's like wire.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for this one. Even down to where that expensive battery clip that's missing on a lot of them, to where they kind of got the way it looks and stuff here. So.
The electronics is another nice touch.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, there's only one issue that I have with this guy.
No
And you
sound?
probably have a... What?
No sound?
No, I don't mind. Well, yeah, I mean, that would have been nice, but no. It's just the size in robot mode.
Yeah, I think he definitely should have been sized on par with like Starscream, Sound. Some of the bigger ones.
Now, does he have sound? Because why do you have the two AA batteries here? Because you remember those two like little small watch batteries that he had in the arm? That would be to light up the end. So what exactly are these two batteries for?
Oh, they're for decoration.
Just to make it.
He had the watch battery? I didn't know he had the watch batteries.
Well, there was the watch battery in the arm, and the arm would be the light for the cannon. So does it have sound?
Huh.
Well, that'd be pretty cool.
Who knows?
It's interesting.
Maybe those batteries are for the lights
Two
in the
lights?
chest.
Because he does have a light up in the eye.
Yeah.
His eyes light up. Or his
Okay.
eye. But why would you need that?
And the chest, too.
Yeah, and his
So-
head's gone now.
Dakota, you see. Don't say it, Dakota. Don't say it.
I want to say it.
You saw it, though. Oh, is this just... it looks like he's doing the transformation. So, anyways. Well, do we see...
Man, does the plastic look cheap?
It does a little bit. I don't know if it's the lighting or what. Or because it's a lighter purple.
Yeah, I'm sure in hand it's gonna be nice, but just in a picture it looks.
Yeah, because this is really
Cheap.
light. It makes it look like it's really cheap. And I mean, I doubt it is, but
Once we get them, it is.
oh my god.
And then the market value for Quake Wave goes back up.
Yeah, every third-party Shockwave is now rising in price.
I'll be fine with this. I'll be good with it. We'll know shortly. So, And Mr. Ramjet. This
must
guy
be
will
the
be
white.
coming out early April, so a couple
Yep.
weeks.
I thought I got notification or something.
You
Expected
did?
in like 10 days we're going to be getting that in or something. It was
Okay.
Shockwave. I don't know. It was one of the two.
Yeah, I've got Shockwave paid for. This one's just pre-ordered. But glad to finally be getting the cone heads, though. So let's gotta track me down a Skywarp and wait for a Hasbro version and get these cone heads, and then let's be
All right. That picture right there.
this one.
Yeah, we talked about it on the ETR. Look at the seat in the chest, in the cockpit there. Does that bother you? You can see it. That it's, brown. And it's not like the canopy's not like shaded, like tinted or anything. It's right there. Does that look awkward to you?
Yeah, I mean it does. Until you pointed it out, I hadn't really even noticed. To be honest,
Sorry.
though. But I think, I mean, I'm not gonna throw a fit over it. Let's see. Let's go back. Okay. Okay, so the rest of this is black in here, where the seat is brown. It looks like. Okay. I was just trying to see if it was maybe off on the light or something. I'd prefer it not to be, but
It's not a deal breaker though.
no,
$10
definitely
to
not.
anyone who wants it painted black. I'll do that. Just trying to make a quick dollar.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine with it. I wonder why they did that, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
All
Oh
right.
yes.
And again, this is going to be your attendee freebie. At BotCon, this is the figure that Pete showed off a couple of weeks ago on the show.
It is really cool that they, showed the attendee freebie off before registration ended. So that way people, I mean, everyone kind of expected to get it because it was on the box set artwork.
Yeah.
But it looks good. I think the head sculpt looks great. Some folks were like, "Well, what's up with the smile?" Like to me, it looks more like a snark, like a grin, that he had a lot in the show.
Yeah, it's a character.
Yeah.
Why can't he be happy? So, this Transformer fans again, man. They don't want anyone to be happy.
I know, dude. But so seeing it, and I love the deco that they have on the wings there. It just
the camo.
Well, it's kinda like it reminds me of the scales that he had because he was he became a pterodactyl, and it's just another character to kind of complete the Dark Side crew. If only we could get a Scorponok, which I don't think is going to happen because that's literally going to be the only one that we're missing from between 2006 and this year's is a Scorponok. But this looks great. Very happy to be getting this.
All right. Well, they look like camo to me. I'm still stuck on that Dakota.
You need to watch the show.
Though.
He really does.
That's Beast Force, right?
Well, it's Transformers. Beast Force, yes.
Oh. It's got Beast in the name, so. All right, getting into the third-party stuff. Splinter, I believe. Actually, I believe it's Unique Toys, not DX9, but.
I thought this came out already.
We've
been looking at it a lot.
Yeah, because I was like, okay, we looked at this, but I don't think it ever came out yet. I don't know. We look at so much stuff that I don't know.
This is based off the cycle that started it all?
Yeah, Salamore.
Okay.
That we saw 2 years ago.
This is the one I like? No, this is not the one. What's the other one that has like the really cool head sculpt, facial features and all that type of stuff?
See, I think that one is DX9 because the Chosen Prime, they titled this one like DX9, but this is the unique toys.
Hmm.
So they got the brands mixed up. I don't know. Maybe you need to go to their website and be like, yeah, dude. Got a lot of nice chrome, but don't be racist against Junkyons. They're not all the same.
Junkion lives matter.
Whenever I posted on Instagram, that picture of Megatron. I put a little red hat on him, and I put under there. I said, "Make Cybertron great again." I can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he commented. He says Megatron's gonna build a wall to Junkion and make the Rekgar pay for it.
Dude.
Gosh.
Megatron's like, I got the best fusion cannons. I promise you're gonna love it.
All right, so these are KFC showing off. They haven't painted the feet yet, but because those are still those are going to be die cast. But giving you a look at what their reflector is going to look like. Takara, this is one I really want you to get on. I want my reflector, and Insecticons, which they're probably working on. Anyway.
Huh.
These don't look too bad. There's so many of them doing it.
Yeah.
Takara, and everybody's working on it already. All right, Make Toys, Maki Toys.
Look at that awesome thing.
Forget all the names.
Pandidian.
What's it all called?
Panidus or Pandidius, whatever that is. Scorpion. Megazeric.
It's I know I'm out of third party, but this Scorpionite thing looks awesome.
Yeah.
He's got his little rat tail.
Yeah.
Or I guess he was in Scorpion tail in his case, but
Still a Padawan.
I do like what they're doing with this. Like they went, in a totally different direction, totally different aesthetic, and I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it works out really well.
Just wish I had a place for it.
Megatron is going to build a wall around Kaon and make the Autobots pay for it. Vote for Megatron Transform America. Oh, check that out. Little, just every little detail in here. I like the mixture of colors where they decided to place everything.
Were the individually articulated fingers necessary though?
I guess if you're gonna pay a crap load for a figure, then it's something you kind. I guess that most people kind of expect at this point, though.
I guess. Oh, nice, dude. Are those you can drop a clip? That's pretty cool.
All
Drop
right.
and reload. I think that's awesome.
Oh,
I guess.
like Dakota buys this, and he's like, you could play with this, but he's all like messing with the gun and dropping clips and stuff, and playing with the foam and stuff like that's all he's doing.
Just
I'm out. At
completely
least he's got
neglecting the
2 spare
figure.
clips on him. All right, there we go. Interesting. It's cool though.
Look how massive.
Everything about it. The tail design,
Yeah.
everything.
Got a little seat. And the baseball, I think that's pretty cool looking too.
Yeah, that is really neat.
God, I bet this thing is heavy. All right, well, we got some more Make Toys stuff. Is it Vulcan? basically the hot spot. James, do you collect any of these third-party combiners anymore?
Not make toys.
No.
I like the aesthetic that they have. And I mean, it looks cool, but meh.
I love their Devastator Green Giant. I still think that he's like the best thing. I love the way he looks. And their combiners, they're a little bit different, but I think that's cool about them too.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else they got. Yeah, this thing, man.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Awesome.
Now, is this going to be classic scale or is it going to be MP scale?
Masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Oh. Gotta be freaking kidding me. Like, I was so interested. You know what I mean? And
James, this one might be the one that gets me in, and then I'll have to track down the two headmasters because this thing just looks gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it a lot. Looks good. And again, when do you think Takara is going to tackle this? I don't think anytime soon.
Yeah. This might be my first third party getting back in. God, as soon as I get out, man, they just bring me right back in.
Yeah,
Now,
I think
are
the
these
dual
gonna be-
headmaster or the dual target masters would be cool too.
Now, are these tires rubber? You
I
think?
believe so.
Oh, they are?
they definitely look like they're not, yeah,
Okay.
they're at
So
least not part of the
die-cast
wheel.
rubber. Man, that is sweet looking.
I'm hoping it's not a pain in the butt to transform though. Make toys can be kind of tricky.
Yeah, kind of thinking about, which the only full figure I've ever had from them is the Nova Prime, the Hypernova.
I like it though. I think that's the one that I'm gonna tackle that one. See how I like it. All right, they're gonna be coming out with the red version, obviously.
Of course.
So this is a production sample.
Cool. I'll probably for the Diclone stuff, unless it's really something I want, like Delta Magnus before we knew that we were getting Delta Magnus. I'd rather just wait for an official product.
Yeah.
I don't really need this one. Sun Surge is cool for what it's worth. I don't think he's absolutely perfect, but he's the best MP Sunstreaker out there. He's the only one. We'll see what Omnigonics can do.
We're spit out.
Yeah.
He's still coming. Iron Factory.
This is really cool. Like Iron Factory, man, they have like, and I say it every time we look at their stuff. They have like just the coolest designs, but it's I'm stuck in this limbo with third party companies. Either stuff's too big or stuff's too small.
Wait till you get that Fort Max.
Yeah, I'll probably start buying up all the Iron Factory stuff. I'll be like, oh man, I gotta have it. But this is cool, man, and it's they're going after different designs, and that's something else that I really like.
Without spray color. Oh. Not done. All right, and this is this the fans' toys? Yeah.
Forager.
Is that what his name is?
Forager and what's the other one? Kickbutt. Great names.
There they all are. Looks pretty
Cleans
nice.
up nice on the back. Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they use really good use of the parts and using the transformation. It's really nice looking.
Yep. Articulated wings, everything.
That's pretty clean, yeah.
All right, this is just a colored test shot, but from TFC Toys.
Oh man. Oh, please TFC do a God Neptune box set. Please. Get me back into third party. Like make me purchase another big ticket third party item.
They said you got to support the line. Buy this one first. Like Count Marzo, just you got to support the line. So this isn't final, but just color test shot. But
I mean, the mold looks great though. I want God Neptune, and I gotta have God Neptune, and I can't wait to see the combined form.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen that yet, have we?
But the robot mode looks great. The
TFC
alt
stepped
form
it
looks
up.
great. Yeah.
Or the past couple of things that with the Lyle Kaiser and this as well. So
Yeah, they just need to stick to their combiner stuff and get out of the MP. That detective is crap. They just need to stick with this.
Yeah, as long as they continue to go against the grain, I think it's going to be good.
all right, and unique toys. Just some more photos of him. We haven't seen him in a while, but I guess they're like, hey, we're still doing this. Just to let you guys know.
We're still doing Sandstorm. It's coming.
I don't know, man. I have this $25 Hasbro version that just hit all the right notes for me, so.
True. Thank you, Springer, for being the gift that keeps giving.
It looks like this
Seriously.
folds up under here, or maybe this folds. It looks like this folds up and then this folds down, so that you wouldn't have this just sticking out here.
Now, in the cartoon, did he have kind of like a baseball cap type head, or something like a brim on his forehead?
Yeah.
I think it would have been kind of cool if they could have done that with this guy a little bit more, instead of kind of two kind of looking screw holes.
Yeah. It's
That's sad.
that is nothing like a dune buggy. But I guess neither is the Hasbro's armored car. Look, I guess that's what they're trying to go for.
Yeah, man, the
Hasbro
Hasbro version has those like huge wheels on the back. It's so cool.
Yeah, this looks like a Batmobile. Sorry,
The
Paint it
Bat
black.
Tank.
Something. It's something that.
It looks
Bruce
like
Wayne.
one of those sea. What is it called? A sea? Not a sea duck. That's a plane. Those cars that you could just drive off into like a lake or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little boat cars or whatever.
Yeah. Helicopter doesn't look too bad though.
Yeah, helicopter mode looks like. I mean, it looks like they kind of designed around that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that looks good.
Very clean, all the way around. Now, how do we get a car? Let's just go with car, not Doombug. Let's just make that into something. But it's a good try. I mean, it looks good. I'm not a huge Sandstorm fan. I really want someone to tackle Broadside again.
I thought Sandstorm was pretty cool.
Well, the character is cool, but it's
Yeah.
just, I don't know.
He was one of
Like
the triple
Broadside.
changers I had too when I was a kid, so kind of Kinda
Come
like
on, broadside. It's just huge, though. Mass shifting all around. It's great.
Yeah. All right, and this is Transformission. So they dropped a couple more photos here for your not Minosaur, their stylized version.
Oh, is this the stuff that went on pre-order at
Yep.
BTS? Okay.
All this stuff is pre-order. I think that's a new picture there, this guy. So this stuff is on pre-order right now, except for the not Motormaster. I think they're $100 a piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which isn't bad, all things considering.
How much is Motormaster going to be? Well, his little parts and stuff, because these are, so you're already spending for the 4 limbs $400, but that's pretty common.
Yeah. I mean, and they all look so good, and this is MP scale, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I think for what all you're getting out of it, not terrible.
I just find it weird that you haven't listed Motormaster yet, or they haven't given them. So let's say you pre-ordered the 4, and some places make you even pay for your pre-orders up front. So that's $400. I mean, and you'd think that maybe Motormaster is going to be 120 to 150, like no more than 150. But what if they came out and they were just like, yo, 225? You know, just like some BS like that.
Yeah. Because he's the same size as Prime, isn't he? As far as vehicle mode.
Yeah.
We saw. That would be a nice slap in the face.
I would just, what I'm saying is, I don't want to go into pre-orders with a combiner until I know, like, hey, they're all going to be like, what's my total at the end? Because you're talking about $500 plus, you know, with these third-party combiners, or majority of them. So
Yeah.
I just want to know what I'm getting into. You can see this is their Motormaster. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, that's what you were talking about, Jaim.
That is a nice scale.
Yeah, and then
That's so crazy.
and you got this thing going on.
Wow. Oh, it's a double. Cool.
And the little base.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, we've already looked at those. There we go. There's your combined form, the way that you're probably going to display it. So if you guys are interested in that, then pre-orders for the 4 limbs are up at most places.
It's pretty cool. Little IDW shot with Ultra Magnus shooting at him.
All right, and fans, project the Burger King
Land Before Time.
Land Before Time, little hand puppets, but they cost a lot more.
Someone's actually putting a time in there.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez.
Dude, I like the idea of the pretenders and all. It's just, man, there's like for them to be just a shell, so expensive.
Yeah, what are they? What are they? $100 or are they more than that?
Yeah, I think they're around that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're around that $100 area. Like I don't know. Like that to me is just
you're dropping
crazy.
$600 just for 6 shells.
Yeah, and then money for the combined, like the actual robots.
And I mean, the only one I would want is the leader, Goru, or whatever the heck his name was, because he actually rode on top of his Pretender shell in in Victory, I believe. But
I mean, I don't know. I would want these two just because like they're kind of a part of it.
Yeah.
It's just I would rather take my chances and wait, you know, to see if Hasbro Takara would ever bring back Pretenders for whatever reason.
It's just sad you're spending more money on the Pretender shells than the actual robots themselves.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done with.
You got a little foot.
But it is cool that they're no longer like a con exclusive, how they were at first.
Yeah.
Toronto.
All right, and last one here. Not the most exciting part of the Cybercast, but it is. Thought I'd show them off, so they are out there. All right, getting on to the add-ons, KFC, they are releasing the hands for KP12 for Ironhide. So they'll be showing you how they can fit up in there. Individually articulated fingers.
That's cool. I mean, nothing bad with Ironhides, but you do have to be careful sticking the guns in his hands because it is kind of a tight fit.
Yeah, I couldn't even get the little thing in there all the way, so he's kind of gangster leaning it a little bit.
I was kind of worried with Rodimus, or Hot Rod, I guess, with those hands, because I heard people were snapping the hands on their Ironhides, and I was like, well, let's just do this nice and smooth.
I don't know. I'll stick with the regular hands, but it kind of sucks that I can't put the guns in there. Or I probably could, but I just don't want to risk it.
Where's the other one? There we go. There we go. We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Toilet humor. Like, they do it on every single one. Like, oh, we didn't have no idea that was coming. All right, perfect effect. The hands, feet, and little waist area maybe for their upgrade. Looking nice.
God, I can't wait for the G2 Bruticus upgrade. Not Bruticus, Minosaur.
And your Optimus one. So you got the torso and then the hands and the feet. The torso makes it look so much better because that thing look like garbage there. It was just
and it's funny because all it is just you're just taking that little flap off on the other one, and it's just this big piece that like wraps around his entire body.
And bringing the legs,
Yeah.
down. I mean, it does look so much better because before you just had his chest sitting on top of his hips.
Yeah.
So.
Perfect Effect took all the imperfections of Combiner Wars, just ran with it and made it better.
All right, Prime Star, you're going to have the Wheeljack where you can have his little, the flashlight, little toolbox thing, but they can separate and be shoulder cannons.
That's cool.
Jim, do you collect any of these like little add-ons, like little accessory pieces for your masterpiece, or you just kind of keep it with what they come with?
Basically, just keep it with what they come with.
Yeah, that's what I do. I can see Dakota like buying these little extra things.
I don't know. Yeah, dude, I love add-on kits. I still need to get the Marlboro or Exhaust or whatever it is.
Oh, he's pretty cheap at HOD.
Yeah, I've been eyeballing it, just kind of waiting.
Echo TF has, if you don't want to get that groove, they've got a add-on set that they have been working on, and it's got where you can still have that groove and don't have to buy Rook, and has a kind of a weird kind of little thing here. You'll see it's a trailer. So he pulls the trailer where you can set this on.
It's neat, but I mean, how much is that going to cost you compared to what? Yeah.
Yeah, they started making this, or at least idea for it, like I think back in, was it December or January? So before an announcement of Groove.
Yeah. It's neat though. You know, they were kind of doing something for folks that didn't want to spend the money on the Takara one or whatever.
Right.
So I do like that.
You get a waist and then the hands and the feet.
Is the waist necessary, out of curiosity?
I don't have the figure anymore. Is it Jaim?
This is what?
The waist, is it necessary?
No, I mean, it's nice to have, but I'm fine with the way it looks.
I like the little feet with the ankle rockers.
Yeah, that's
Into
cool.
it.
All right, Blue is going to be coming out with a couple of different things. So their add-on is knees and a head. So you can see that extra joint right there. So you disconnect and put in there, so you can have a little bit longer legs, and you can do crazy poses like this.
Teach their own, I suppose.
Build your own. Wow. Completely, just by the time you're done with that actual mold, is all the other add-on kits.
Yeah, what's the other one that has the Nova Prime and stuff like that? Like, you start taking all these Hasbro pieces off, and by the time you get it, you have just a full-fledged third-party figure of all these add-ons, and you have like just pieces of Hasbro's
Yeah.
laying to the side.
It's like the Hasbro figure becomes the add-on instead of the other way around.
All right, you got two different companies doing these little add-ons for the Megatron. So Boys Models Toys, it's a new one. It looks like they're working on 2 arms and a head.
I think the 2 arms are actually like necessary. Just like if that's the movie, the leader class Megatron, like I think that those were definitely needed.
It's definitely bigger that because that's the one where he has that little bitty
Yeah.
little shrimp.
Yeah, and then the other arm was like way overly big.
All right, so that's theirs, and then you have another option here. It really depends on what you look for. You can see that they just went with this arm, but they have some light-up features. But you still have a little shrimp arm over here, which that looks just so strange. So
Yeah.
I guess it's whatever is important to you, or maybe that's it.
Yeah, that looks like it. Yeah.
Just don't have it attached. Okay.
You know, honestly, for a third-party company to start tackling some of the like Revenge of the Fallen movieverse stuff, because that I think is when, you know, Transformers engineering for mainline releases was like really at its peak. For them to be able to do that, I think that takes a lot of talent.
All right, and don't really ever cover KOs on this, but put this on Facebook, which I never really put KO stuff on there, but this got a pretty big response to it, so I figured I might as well share. This is a KO of the Make Toys Utopia, or whatever the other name is. So you can see the Make Toys one, and then look at this one. So I believe that this is going to be 2 feet tall. So
Oh, I'm buying that.
Oh, to go with your Metroplex.
So yeah, to go with your Metroplex and stuff like that, you know. So this is one that I don't know, maybe kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
To
see
me,
how
like
it
is.
you get to have a Metroplex and a Metro Titan that aren't the same mold either, so that keeps things a little interesting.
I'm sure Make Toys isn't very happy about it, but
That's the game you play.
Yeah, but they did that to Barrel Rex, Mastermind Creations, and made that one bigger.
Yeah.
They're doing it with Neurorex too again. So Hercules, same thing.
So yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye out on that. I don't know where to go for KOs. I'm sure I'll figure it out though.
A back alley, just like a drug deal.
Not a fan.
All right, so getting into the non-Transformer stuff, just a picture of some of the new upcoming TMNT figures. James gonna collect them all.
Pass. Just have to look at that Splinter and be like, pass. Maybe Casey Jones. Especially if Stephen Amell ever goes to one of these cons around here, maybe I can get him to autograph that. But other than that, pass.
Well, Dakota's getting them in. All right, so there was actually quite a bit that we could have shared, but you know how I usually get into like the egg attack stuff and kind of the little cute, adorable stuff. But I decided with this that because we had so much that I'll focus on kind of the after this figure, the 6-inch and the SH figure arts and the hot toys and stuff like that. So just new ones that you're going to be getting for the 3 3/4-inch Black Line series. So you're going to get Captain Phasma. If any of you guys collect those.
I got the Kylo Ren.
You bought one. That doesn't mean you're a collector.
Well, yeah.
That's like you have one car. That doesn't mean you're a car collector. That just means that like
Shatter his dream.
you have one car.
Shatter his dream.
Here I am trying to get into a new fandom, and I'm just like, oh wait, it's just like the Transformers fandom.
just putting you down before you even get one foot.
Dude, it's like you sign up with all these hopes and dreams, and like you get in there, and there's a veteran there, and he's just like, hey newbie, come over here, let me talk to you a little bit.
Just crushing you.
Everything sucks. You're not here. Like you.
You're not a real person. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, you could get what is Han?
Oh man, what the hell?
Wow.
Is she pregnant? Or maybe that.
Some.
Don't body shame.
Looking straight up
she
like.
Looks surprised. Like Chewbacca just jumped out in front of her and like.
Wow. This is figure art, right? Or is this Black Series?
This is the Black Series, the 3 3/4-inch.
I was gonna say you ought to know better. This ain't figure arts.
I was like, damn.
Let's be honest.
Wow. Carrie Fisher's just like pissed off.
Got them birthing hips.
Interesting.
Paint on eyebrows. They're tattoos, like some of the older ladies do. They just get tattooed eyebrows.
Botox.
All right, so for Jaim, since he collects Marvel Legends figures,
Yeah.
get the 3-pack here.
You don't like Captain America, like the Falcon as Captain America?
It's okay, but like the vision there and
Yeah.
the Hawkeye. It's cool, but this is Toys R Us. It's an exclusive, so it's gonna be.
Oh
cheap.
yeah.
So I have to wait for it to go on clearance, and hopefully they're not like crappy paint apps and all that, so I can get it. That's all.
Well, got a couple more exclusives. So from Walgreens, you're gonna have an Iron Man 2-pack. So here's this thing.
I like the other Walgreens exclusive that you'll probably show here soon. A 2-pack though. This is Legends. This is their larger scale. Since everything's under the Legends brand name.
Yeah, dude, that's so confusing.
This is interesting. Good old Namor.
The fact that they're doing Namor, yeah.
Yeah, maybe now I'll pass. I don't know.
You got one more Marvel Legends thing for you.
Here we go.
The
This is the
Black
money.
Panther wave.
Great, now I gotta get 2 of those because it has 2 heads.
Yeah. So, let me get you.
Need to T'Challa and Black
Dude,
Panther.
I really like the way they made his suit look in Civil War.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to have some color on there instead of just all black
Yeah.
and white eyes.
Hey, we know that we just had a Captain America in a wave, and like the last wave, but here's another one.
I like that they're doing Giant Man as the Build-A-Figure.
Yeah. I need a Paul Rudd head, though.
Makes me wonder if Hank Pym's gonna grow in the film instead of shrink. Like, just shrinking. Or not Hank,
Scott.
Scott.
Paul Rudd. That's why I'd love to have a Paul Rudd just head instead of the helmeted version. Just have this big old 12-inch Paul Rudd displayed on my Avengers shelf. Another Iron Man, yay!
Yeah, you only get Iron Mans every so often, you know.
They could have done another, like, a different character, something.
Battle damage. Oh, hey! I'll get flack for this, but that's my Nick Fury. I like that Fury. But I do like...
You gonna buy 3 of them? Are you just gonna?
Yeah,
stick with
probably,
the
because I can
classic?
actually have an army builder there. So he can have some troops.
Oh,
Not
okay.
bad. Have him face off against Samuel Jackson's Nick Fury. God, I have to buy 2 of him too with Nuke. You suck, Marvel.
Dude, they're tearing you apart. I mean, I
Yeah.
think you already have to buy like a dozen of these things.
And it's probably a 7-figure series to get the entire wave for the Build-A-Figure, so I'm like, crap.
You could probably, because you're gonna end up with at least 2 Build-A-Figures. You might as well, sell one of them. Yes.
Yeah. Does he
help
remind
you
you of
recoup.
Commando?
Yeah, a little.
A little bit. Oh, thank God.
Red Guard.
Just one. Just have to get one.
Uh,
Soviet Supreme.
and that was it for them. So, all right. So, Mezco has a couple of updates for this figure. It says he's going to have 32 points of articulation, and his armor is fully articulated, fully costume, cloth cape, electronics, battery-powered, light-up eyes. Pre-orders will hit between May and June 2016. And let's see, what's this? Final accessories to be announced. So, but here's a look at him. And this is
Spot on to the
so
movie.
it's gonna be like it's gonna be like that 6-inch ish scale, probably a little bit taller than the 6-inch, but it's 1/12 scale. All right, the packaging for the Medi Collector Thundercats. Oh man, I know you look so nice. Square box again, nice, like that.
Yeah, that lino does look really good. And they kept it collector friendly.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, for Dakota.
Oh, we have Wheeze.
You have anything you want to say about Wheeze here?
Interesting character choice, like to pull from all the characters that Figuarts has yet to do, or even all the costume characters that Figuarts has yet to do.
This kitty.
Yeah, I do like Beerus though, but I don't know. I just think there were some others that they can knock out.
Like Chi-Chi,
before- Yeah.
Bulma.
Or like Gogeta. Like I was thinking more Gogeta, Gotenks.
Yamcha. Hold on.
Goku.
Yes,
So
Josh. They have
Goku,
not knocked out Goku.
Master Roshi.
Probably have more
Dude,
images.
Musclehead Roshi.
Musclehead Roshi with a bunch of dirty
Dude.
magazines.
Yes.
This is the Tamashii Nation's Spider-Man. There's more pictures out there. I forgot where I had them. So we'll look at some more pictures of him next week. But he's got his little samurai style.
That's cool. Like they did with Star Wars.
Yeah. And your SH Figure Arts Black Widow. Also for Dakota.
Also Dakota.
You know, Scar Joe, she's a real big fan of the PrimalSabbath brand. So, you know, real cool.
She's still waiting for the PrimalCast to come back.
Yeah.
Waiting for her invite.
I mean, we've got Leo, and you got Miss Joe, Joanne.
Joanne.
It's a Louisiana-based podcast. All right, and these are going to be the 1/6 scale figures. So you're going to have and these are from Pop Culture Shock. So you're going to have some Street Fighter.
Look at the freaking sculpt on those dudes. That's crazy.
Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the Alice Cooper.
Wow. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
No, those are statues though. So there's some
Oh.
statues mixed in here, but I just wanted to show off the 1/6 scale stuff. Do they even have like huge muscles in their feet? Look at those things.
Yeah. How would you work out the muscles in your feet?
I don't know, but
You
like
know?
his feet are so wide here. I was like, does he have 6 toes? I was like, no. Yeah. So let's see. There you go, Dakota, because I know you like the show.
I like the show, but why are you gonna make freaking toys of the show? Like I don't get it. Definitely
Paint
doesn't
him
look.
red and call him Hellboy.
Yeah.
Paint him red and call him on the tail. Put some words on him. Enlarge one of his hands.
That's
Oh,
statues.
Marzo. Where's Marzo?
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay.
And I think the rest are
Conan.
statues. All right, so
Oh,
over at
nice.
WonderCon, the sideshow booth, 1/6 scale.
Oh, I
like
want
that.
it.
He's got the little faces on his grenades too. I think it's cute.
I think I've I think I'm gonna go with that version over the movie version. He just comes with a lot more.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
so nice.
There's my guy. I'm probably gonna buy him whenever I get back from BotCon.
I saw him at Hastings today. It's pretty cool.
The $300 one.
Yep.
Oh, that's the one I want. Yeah. Just got him. I need the pre-order Boba Fett too. R2 is really cool.
Just need to take a shopping cart and just dump all that in there and just see if I can book out of there as quickly as I can. As it says up there, loot crate. Definitely take it. Oh, that's nice too.
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Ash.
Wonder
Yeah,
if they'll do the Netflix version of the Punisher, because that whenever he finally got his suit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will.
the likeness. Win me. Ooh.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to get those. Get that Snow Trooper too.
You'll win all of this stuff. Damn.
Hot Toy's gonna break me. I definitely want the TIE Fighter pretty soon though. I love TIE Fighters. I think their outfit's so cool. That's statues. Yeah, so yeah, the rest are statues. All right, more Hot Toys. Wonder Woman, looking pretty nice. I think the face is off just a little bit, but
Looking kind of wonderful. Yeah. I'll stick with the Play Arts guy.
Look at all the complaining comments. Just in the.
she has a little bit darker skin.
Yeah, okay.
I think it looks good.
It represents what you saw in the movie.
Yeah, keep doing what you do, Hot Toys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the people that complain can't afford it anyways, probably.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
You know, I used that argument not too long ago on something, and apparently I'm just saying, Jaim, expect some hate mail.
Okay, right on.
You're no stranger to it, but you know.
All right, and the accessories she comes with. Oh, that's cool how that does that. And hands, so you're gonna get the lasso, shield, and sword. So.
I wish she would have came with an actual posable lasso.
She's got 69 shares. So. Nobody share it anymore. All right, and Hawkeye. Now, there's a couple of different versions of this guy already out there.
I think as the movies come out and he kind of grows as a character, we'll start seeing better and better Hawkeyes.
Look at that. That's cool, though.
Yeah.
You put the little
that's
arrow.
so sick.
So, probably something you'll see in the show.
Well, you saw it in the trailer.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
remember.
Whenever there's Hawkeye and Ant-Man, you're always going to get that's going to come up one time.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, though.
Looks like Jeremy. Now, if you already have one of the Hawkeyes, do you just still buy this one? Because, Darth Vader, for the most part, he's going to stay the same. I know there's, with Stormtroopers as over the years, talking about, the original trilogy, there's been subtle little bitty changes. But, for the most part, those characters, they always kind of stick the same, the way they look. So you buy one, you're good.
I don't know,
I'd buy another.
It's like Paul, man. He has a ton of freaking Iron Man, the Hot Toy stuff.
Depends on how you're going to display it. I mean, if you're going to get the original that came out for the Avengers and display with the Avengers from that, and then this one, if you're going to get more of the Civil War stuff, or you're just cherry picking to get the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, kind of looks cool when it's all uniform.
My deal would be I would hope that at least have they done a Hot Toys Ant-Man yet?
No, I think they're coming out with one though.
I would hope
pictures of it.
I would hope he at least comes with a little bitty Ant-Man for people who already bought a Hawkeye. Prior to this one.
Yeah. All right, stuff that's a little bit bigger. Here is NECA's life-size replica of Slimer. This sucker is. Did they put? Okay, yes. It's gonna be $599.99, so $600.
Oh,
wow! NECA's going out on the
$500.
on the deal here.
Tall. Yeah. It's foam, and it looks like it has just the articulation here. And where's that little bitty lady that they always get to pose with this big stuff, which makes it look like it's even bigger?
See, the sad thing is, I mean, this is realistic size for $500 or whatever. I've spent that much money on a stupid ass used Transformer, so it's wow, man.
Oh, there
Could
she
be
is.
cool.
Yeah,
get this
right
life
there.
size. She always takes the pictures with it to where this thing looks like it's 6 foot tall. But it does. I get what you're saying, Jaim.
It's not totally unreasonable if you're the way how you collect, like let's say the hot toy stuff that you're buying.
Yeah.
This isn't too far out of left field, especially if you're a huge Ghostbusters fan or whatever.
If you are a huge Ghostbuster fan, which is obviously what this is catered to, then I could definitely see picking something like this up. Just like if you're a huge Alien fan, picking up the little, the eggs with the face
hugger. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, with Ghostbusters, it's not like there's a crap ton of toys like saturating the market for a collector. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like there is for Transformers or Marvel.
And the cosplay potential behind that, that'd be kind of cool.
All right, so this is from Hot Toys. They are going to have a life-size torso. They say it's going to be 6.5 feet tall. Statue here.
Oh, it's a statue. Damn, I was hoping it was like removable armor. Like, cool.
That way you could get like the perfect cosplay, and also that's why I'm like, man, I'm piecing together my perfect cosplay, and then I'm just gonna buy a mannequin to put it on. So I got a nice Kylo Ren here. Still working on it, but the details look really good on this.
Yeah. Any price?
No price yet. You'll probably be on a Sideshow, yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, total, you're probably looking at like 3 zeros on the end.
Yeah. And this is okay. So this is the okay. It's 6.5 feet tall from the top of the head, but there's a base right here that's covered up. So and it says Star Wars on there, so I can kind of see it here. So the base starts here.
So maybe if you're like a comfortable 6 foot, you could probably
I believe it's going to be 6'1" is how tall the actual figure is.
Too small.
That's what I read somewhere, but here's the 1/6 scale figure. So, it's, you know what? This is a little baby.
Oh, man.
All right, another one.
Wow.
Same thing here, 1/6 scale figure, and I have no idea what that is, but yeah, so life size, over 6 foot, and then you get the stand there, which looks nice, but again, statue.
I still think if you're gonna buy that, you should get the normal Hot Toys version to go with it for free, added bonus, something.
And you know what? They've actually Hot Toys, the 1/6 scale figure that they had, like you see here, they've actually updated it, which we'll have more pictures of that next week, because they only had one to share, but to where it's more, where you can see the definition in the muscles, where it looks more screen accurate. So it's kind of bad that they're like, hey, we're coming out with this one, but now this is no longer the screen accurate one.
Well, I was gonna buy it, but no, not now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just kind of heads up. Whenever you're shopping for the 1/6 scale version, know that there are 2 different versions on there. So just make sure that you pick the one you want. Now, Jaim, here's something that I saw you share, and I just know it's about background GTP toys, but do you know a little bit more about it? You want to say something on it?
Oh, I got this from like Pinkerton and Ace Milo. They got into this, and it's pretty cool. I mean, they're large background diorama sets, wall panels. They're not too pricey. I mean, it's around like $100, but you do get what is it, 9 there or so, and I think they're really like they're spot on. They look good, especially if you like taking pictures, if you're doing Instagram, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I think even just for a straight up display, like
Yeah.
that's so cool.
No longer you have to go with like the Gundam mechanical chain bases. You could have it look like this, or go with these.
Yeah. I'm hoping this is kind of the start of what we see, companies just putting out, Dio sets.
Yeah.
Because, man, like, someone like me, like I want to get into it, but I don't trust that I have the talent, so why not just spend $100 and there we go.
Definitely. Yeah, I would do that too. That, I mean, it doesn't have to be Star Wars. I'm hoping someone does like a back alley, brick wall, all that type of stuff. So it's like you can use your Marvel Legends with, or DC. That would be cool.
All right, so got a couple of things for you guys. Don't want to run too long here, but Daredevil Season 2, we've all seen it. I guess we don't want to get into it and spoil too much here in case there are people that haven't seen it. I think like most people, they've been anticipating this. What'd you think about it? Season 2, is it better than 1? The introduction of Elektra, Punisher, them even bringing back a previous villain. Did you like it? Very well put together. What do you think?
I didn't really have any complaints with Season 1. I thought Season 1 was good. Compared to Jessica Jones, Season 1 of Jessica Jones was really, it was hard to, like, hang on to keep going. But, man, Season 2 of Daredevil just completely topped my expectations. And I've said it like 100 times, but to me it was the Punisher Season 1. Just the like I didn't think the Punisher was going to have that kind of involvement in the season that he did, and oh man, it just brought everything together. Thought it was really cool, the conflict.
What do you think, Jaim?
Well, I'll put it this way: I didn't have Netflix before this, and now I signed up for Netflix. So I liked it. I enjoyed it. Again, like what Dakota said, I mean, it is Punisher. You get a lot of Punisher, hence why I'm kind of wearing the shirt. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, was it better than the first season? I think a little bit. Yeah, I would say yes, just because I like more of the action. I like Elektra being in there. You're not establishing the characters, and because I already know the characters, being a comic book fan, so I just wanted the pure action, and just the interaction between Daredevil and Punisher was good. All around, fantastic. Looking forward to Season 3 and hoping for other potential villains that we may see, or returns, like maybe the Punisher and all that type of stuff.
Now, do you think that, and I'm sure this, again, I don't want to get too much into it, but I'm sure we'll dive more into it on Plastic Fanatics, but do you think that they'll still do they're obviously a Season 3 of Daredevil, but maybe the Punisher gets his own series? And Elektra, I wouldn't mind seeing her have her own series, or at least kind of a mini series or something like that.
I think the Punisher was so well received, kind of like how Luke Cage was in Jessica Jones. Like everyone loved Luke Cage. It was a good actor. He played the part, and so now we're getting a Luke Cage series. So I think to expect to expect a Punisher series is, I think it's a given.
All right. I don't know. Maybe not. I mean, it depends. You're gonna have to flush out the character that much more to sustain 13 episodes of just not nonstop violence. And he's not spoiling anything, but the Punisher, if you've read the comics and whatnot, he's not a real deep person. I mean, you got some supporting cast people, but like Microchip, but I don't know. I don't know if he could.
Even if not, I want Punisher in Season 3 of Daredevil as well.
Oh yeah.
And I love the actor that that portrayed him as well. I think he did a really good job as Frank Castle.
Yeah.
just gritty, man.
Yep.
All right, so we looked at his collection today, Matt, and he had a couple of questions to go along with that. He says, what do you do with your boxes? As you can kind of see with him, he says space is at a premium, but some of them are very impressive and would like to, would be ashamed to hide because you get some really nice box art. But as you can kind of see, like everything, he had stuff on the floor, and you didn't see any walls or even the door. So, what do you do with the boxes, James?
I'm an episode of hoarders, so I keep all the boxes unless it's something like a blister card. I don't keep Marvel Legends stuff. Those type of boxes. I'm not going to keep these. The Star Wars. I don't know why I'm keeping the Black Series boxes. Some stupid reason, but anything that's like 80s related or masterpiece that has some really good art on there or pictures or something like that, I'm going to keep.
Are those the ones that you kind of use for display toward the Star Wars boxes? You just kind of, shove in the closet or something.
If I had enough space, I would totally display like my G1 collection with their boxes, because that would look cool. But it just takes up too much space. But yeah, the other ones, just put them aside.
I like to display with boxes, or especially like with the BotCon and the Collectors Club stuff. Just because the packaging artwork, the box set and the all that artwork is so nice, like you said. It feels incomplete if I'm displaying it without the box. So I try to do what I can to put the boxes in with the display. Masterpiece like Star Saber, I have his box behind him on display, and I'm gonna do the same for Primal. Hot Rod, just because of where I have him displayed. He's with my 3H Wreckers. Been really a whole lot of working room with him, but I do have his box kind of like on the same bookcase. The Japanese Beast Wars stuff, I just sort of, I basically keep them in the closet. There's a couple that I'll keep on the bottom row of a shelf. If I like it, like the God Neptune, I thought the background in that box was really cool.
Yeah.
Doubles, if I buy, like say I buy 2 of a Takara, the same Takara item, I'll toss the first box. But if I only buy 1, I'll keep the box just because I love the Japanese packaging. It looks so nice. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Like third-party stuff, I'll keep the box, just because something about like nice packaging. Well, even like the animated, the Mushroom Kingdom Techno Toon Titans. The box I think was so well done with that whole Nintendo vibe that it had with it. And right now, like I'm displaying them in the box, but eventually I'll open them back up and just display the box behind them, just because I think it looks good.
It's like the NECA game series that they did, like with RoboCop. They're coming out with Castlevania and all that. Yeah, I would totally love to have those displayed behind them.
Yeah.
Because you get that old school Nintendo box feel, look, all that.
For me personally, I bachelor, so I just gonna do what I want. And you can see there's a bunch of crap on the floor. Nobody's telling me to pick up my room, But I have because I have a 2-bedroom townhouse. This is the collection room, bedrooms, and the other one. But I have several closets. I got a hallway closet and living room closet and double door ones. So I have about 3 closets that are just all full of boxes. So I have a couple of boxes that are displayed like right there. You can see the Willow 2-headed dragon. I forget how to pronounce its name or whatever. But it's just one of those things that it's kind of rare. And the box is in pristine shape, and I think it just, as far as room that I had, that I think it just kind of ties in and makes it a nice display piece or a little bit nicer shelf. So something like that, where I think if you got a rare box or one that's in pristine shape, that it has some beautiful artwork on it, that's where I'd kind of put it with the shelf and the figures around it. So. All right, and another thing, NECA, with their quarter-size figures where they're doing the movie Ninja Turtles, I believe from, was it 89 or something like that? But they said that after they get done with the Turtles, they're going to be coming out with a turtle every quarter. So every 3 months, they're going to give you a turtle. So you're going to get all 4 of them. First one up is Donnie. But they said that afterwards, they'd like to do a movie Splinter and Shredder at that quarter scale. And those are going to have all those points of articulation and stuff like that. So they said they want to. So it obviously depends on how this the turtles sell. Which I have one on pre-order. I was like, quarter scale. They look beautiful, and they're $100. Which I'm like, that's not bad.
Is the same size as Mondo?
What is the quarter scale? I don't. The quarter scale. They're bigger than the Hot Toys. Yeah,
I just remember Mondo when they were doing theirs. I thought that was about the same size.
Is it?
But I don't know.
I forgot how tall the Mondos are. But I'm interested in them, especially if they're going to give us a Splinter and Shredder for the movie. That'd be awesome. Then if they give us a Super Shredder, oh man, Casey Jones.
Oh, Casey Jones, yeah.
That would be sweet. Had a couple of questions from Facebook here. So this is from last week. This is from Jonathan McKnight. He says, do you think there will ever be a remake of the 86 Transformer animated film? Would the 86 movie be a good candidate for a Michael Bay free reboot of the live-action movie verse? Would it be better represented as a smaller budget animated title release direct to DVD?
Of all the things like 86, I would love to see them take a lot of the concepts from the 86 animated movie and put it into the live action movie verse. Because I think a live action Hot Rod and Blair and Cup and Magnus, I think all of those characters would look really cool. They can play around with some car designs, make them look a little more futuristic. But the problem would be Unicron and how, most of that movie took place in space or on a different planet, somewhere that we haven't seen the movieverse go yet. They haven't really left Earth besides a trip to the moon once or twice. I would like to see that. I actually wouldn't mind seeing, kind of an update as far as, okay, let's take today's animation technology and maybe even keep the audio tracks and then give that a go. But I mean, honestly, let's be real. I think taking today's CGI and doing Beast Wars again would be
that's not
a better
question.
candidate.
I see what you're doing there, but
see how I just kind of led into my own agenda. But yeah, I mean, I think that would be cool. I think updating the animation, but keeping the audio tracks from the original would be cool. I think that would be great. Like, I would definitely buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd jump on that. I think that would be really cool. And the same thing, like I said, I don't think doing a live action movie and just completely, like, if you watched it right next to the 86 animated movie, you're like, oh, these are the newest version, and they're following it exactly down to the T. I don't think that necessarily would work, but if they just took cues from the 86 movie, I think that would be a little bit more appreciated.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jaim?
I wouldn't do it at all.
Nope.
Live action movie, no. Until we see what this next movie is going to be about, because a little bit of a space, and Michael Bay is tied to Chicago like crazy anyways. We're not going to see outer space stuff. But as far as an animated movie, I don't think they should touch it. One, you have the great voice actors. Yes, you could reanimate it and fit the flaps and the voices and all that type of stuff. But for its time, I think it's solid. And if they redid it, then I would have expectations on what are you going to give me now? Give me something more. You did the movie. Let's do another TV show or do another movie. And if that will happen and it will domino that way, then cool, go for it. But if you're just doing it to be like all these other Hollywood movies that are just remaking stuff, no, I don't think they need to touch it. Sorry, good.
I can see I can see kind of both points. I
For-
like the 86 animated movie. Soundtrack's awesome, voice acting awesome. The animation, I still think holds up now.
I was about to say the animation wasn't bad. I didn't really mean for that to come across as to I think the animation needs. No, I mean for all of G1, I think
Animation.
the 86 animated movie was just great. So, but yeah.
All right, we had another thing on here real quick. Cecil Williams, he's asking about. I think that kind of gets into spoiler category, so I'll leave that alone. And well, he's talking about like somebody dying in Civil War or something like that. I'm like, okay, I haven't read the comics, so I don't want to really get into that. Chris Mitchell,
topic on Plastic Fanatics.
Chris Mitchell, he says, got a few thoughts on Batman versus Superman. I haven't seen it. I'm going to see it tomorrow, but you guys have. So without spoiling anything, did you like it? Did you not?
I liked the second half of the film, which that's kind of like the Zack Snyder curse for me. Like Man of Steel, hated the first half, loved the second half. Batman versus Superman, it's like the first half of both of those movies. It's just scattered. There's no direction, and then the second half is like, okay, here's direction, and it's great. I thought Ben Affleck, I had very negative thoughts about Ben Affleck being Batman at first. Then, because he was a terrible Daredevil. But then I see him as Batman, and I'm like, I think Ben Affleck did a great job as Batman. I think he had a crappy director, but I think he was a great Batman. He really captured, in my opinion, all of the right kind of dark aspects of Bruce Wayne. Other than that, I like the movie. There were some problems I had, but overall, I like the movie.
Jaim?
Okay, well, I'll be honest, I didn't like the movie. But it was fun to see Batman taking on Superman in the way it was going to play out. Don't get me wrong. I like that and everything else. But as far as a whole, and as a starting point for this whole DC movie universe, it was piss poor to me. Didn't like it at all. So, there you have it.
All right, so I'm going to go see it tomorrow. Did you guys go to the 3D, or did you just go regular 2D?
Just regular.
3D? You recommend the 3D?
No.
No? Okay.
Well, I'm biased,
usually like
so I didn't like the movie, so.
I usually like 2D because the glasses, they mess with my eyes too much. Okay, so moving on because we're going to kind of speed this up. He says, number 2, he says, what are the first 3 things someone needs to know before they go to their first BotCon? We're actually going to address that next week, so the week right before BotCon, we're going to kind of come up with our own little tips, things that you need to do, things you don't need to do, and stuff like that. And number 3, with the new Voltron coming to Netflix in June, do you think Transformers would be best suited for a Netflix series or keep it on cable TV? Now you are going to get the machinima thing, so I think we really need to see how that kind of plays out because they said that's going to be catered to adults. But what do you think? A Netflix thing for Transformers or keep it on regular cable?
I think with the way cable television cartoons are going, just move it to Netflix or Hulu or something. I think the budgeting restraints are lifted, because we get such good quality Netflix originals, in my opinion, and even with like the Hulu, like 11/22/63.
Yep.
Josh, you and I have been watching that. Just
God,
stuff
Billy.
that.
Jesus.
Oh, I know. He's screwing everything up. But stuff that stuff that I think would normally be cut in cable television for whatever reason, you just get good story. with these kind of, I guess, privatized streaming services. So to say a cartoon couldn't, I'm looking forward to checking out Voltron because I think if it's done right, that'll open up an awesome window of opportunity, and we could really use that for Transformers. Just the days of cable TV are kind of out the door, in my opinion.
They're also going to be bringing back the old Voltron series, like all the other ones, and they're going to put those on there. So while getting a new Voltron, you're also going to get all the other ones too. So
there was a time, dude, when you had G1, Beast Wars, and Prime all on Netflix. Don't know what happened there, but that opens up another potential good outlet. So
yeah, every month they take away stuff. So, Jaim, what do you think about the last question before we jump?
If they're going a darker route, then yeah, Netflix would be the best because then you wouldn't have those constraints of having it exposed to everyone in a way as just cable and all that. So I would like it to go Netflix if it's going to go dark. If it's not, if it's going to be another RID type of thing, then just keep it where it is. Because you have commercials and you have all that type of stuff to sell it.
Yeah, just really interested to see how this Machinima one goes. So that's going to be, based off of, the Combiner Wars and Titan Returns and also like IDW style stuff. So we'll see how that goes, and it's more adult aimed or darker. It could just be like Transformer Prime, and they're like, okay, well, this is our darker adult aimed Transformers, which would be totally okay with me because I love Prime. All right, so in closing, a little bit longer show. We didn't have one last week, so that was a reason for that. But we do have another show that's going to be following this one. So, real quick, Dakota, where can people find you, man?
Everywhere at PrimalSabbath.
All right, and Jamin, you got a couple announcements as well.
Yes, you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, VictorySaber77, and Facebook page is the VictorySaber77. We do have the Plastic Fanatics, which will be airing here in the next. It might be a little late, just because we're getting off a little bit later here, but it's on my channel, and the live link will be on my Facebook page. So if you want to join, as long as you have a Google, Plus account or whatever you need, you can click on the link, sign in, and you'll be in the Hangout. We'll be going for about an hour or so. So if you don't want to be in the live show, you can be in the chat, or then you can just join in when we go offline, because we'll be on for another couple, maybe hour or so. Other things that we have, collection spotlight. If you guys want your collection spotlighted, send your picks, 10 to 20 or more, depending on what you got. It doesn't have to be Transformers related. It can be anything. To Josh at g1hexatron@gmail.com. And some news for future Cybercasts. We have Derek J. White and Josh Perez. That's going to be on one Cybercast. This will happen after BotCon. And we do have a retro spotlight featuring Mask. That will happen after BotCon too. We'll let you guys know. And during the week of BotCon, there will be no Cybercast or Plastic Fanatics.
All right, and you can follow me, G1 Hexatron, on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and the Facebook page, which we got majority of the stuff that I share on there that we look at on the show is at the G1 Hexatron. So all those links that everyone said, they're in the description. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Later.